The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. The Vikings here hosting Green Bay in the season opener, and they've got one of those quirks in the schedule that is going to work in their favor. They play all three of their division home games in the first 5 weeks of the year. After Green Bay today, they'll host Detroit in Week 3 and then Chicago in Week 5. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Good route here.
Now Cousins. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Cousins. This one complete to Scott Miller. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets them 10, and that changes things as they've got a first down. Wow, what a gutsy call. If you're the defense, opening drive, you just got the stop, or at least you think, and then boom, right back on the field for more.
It had to feel of something that they had. claw. Hey, first drive of the game, let's be aggressive, let's go get them. And now defensively, they've got to be writing notes to themselves. In practice, work on fake punts right out of the gate because that was really unexpected.
On 1st and 10, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play fake. Cousins. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 52 yards. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the driver to get at the 25-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Quickly out wide, this is Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Snap comes at 1. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, Now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. Throwing now is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Rodgers to throw once more. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, you know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. Put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They picked up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 40 now on second down, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Very nice catch there by Justin Jefferson, one of the best receivers in the game. After just 2 seasons in the league, as a rookie, second-team All-Pro, and then in his second year, was second in the league in yardage. This guy continues to grow and get better with every game.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Cousins now. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To the air again, it's Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lucine. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Hey, flipper. Gun.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll run for it with Cook. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Following the interception, Cousins going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
And Caleb Evans,
that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They run it again with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. When they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit, a 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. Can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
completion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Rodgers going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Packers.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll find Jones again, complete. They find some open field here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They'll get 34 yards there. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there. There's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Play action now. Cousins.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Packer first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
So the false start will back them up 5.
And they get the guard, John Runyon.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Rodgers again now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. To throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Rodgers will throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From way up at the 23. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Rasul Douglas picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as play fake. Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. So the ball changing hands on. While here, we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got the hook up to Lazard.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
On first down, Rodgers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Aaron Rodgers scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out the end zone there, this game's over. You locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay. It's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half.
Down. Blaster. Slice blue. Steel blue. Red, yellow. Jet. Ready?
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Red.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 22.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down, formations. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Blue striker.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 50 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Trouble, 38. Steal, check steal.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Mon. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
21. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
off the play fake. Mon completes it to Miller. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Okay, right? 10 cycles. Hey, red. White, white. Black shot.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And some room to roam now. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 43. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Mon going to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Ready.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, some runs all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch. Gain of the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, it's piled all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Minnesota, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.